Okay, example 7 is a lot like example 5 and example 6, but now we've got more than one term in our numerator. That's no big deal until we get to later. Still, the first thing we have here that we don't like is fractions. So let's get rid of these fractions. So we're going to multiply this first fraction by 2. We're going to multiply the second fraction by 9. And then the third fraction we're going to multiply by 16. And so I'm actually going to multiply all three of these fractions by 2 times 9 times 16. Alright, so I'll write that out. So I've got 2 times 9 times 16 times a minus 3 over 2 minus 2 times 9 times 16 times a plus 4 over 9 equals 2 times 9 times 16 times 7 over 16. Alright, so now let's go ahead and cancel. So this first one, my 2's cancel. And I'm going to go ahead and multiply what's left on the outside. So 9 times 16 is 144, and it still times what I had left on the inside, that a minus 3. Then the second part here, my 9's are going to cancel. So I'm left with the negative 2 times 16, so I get minus 32 times the a plus 4 that's left on the inside. Equals, here the 16's are going to cancel, so I've got 2 times 9, which is 18, times the 7 we have left on the inside there. And if you wanted to go ahead and multiply that, you could. I'm just going to save it since I didn't do anything on the others. Alright, now this is looking kind of like, I think it's example 4 maybe, or 3, I think it's 4, yeah, example 4, where we just got to get rid of the parentheses. And so I'm going to take this 144 and we'll multiply it into its parentheses. There's two terms there because remember it's got a minus sign. So I get 144a, and then 144 times negative 3 is negative 432. And be careful here. Notice I always circle what I'm going to distribute because I don't want to forget the sign in front of it. So I'm going to distribute a negative 32 here into its two terms that are inside the parentheses. So negative 32 times a is negative 32a, and negative 32 times positive 4 is negative 128 equals, and then here there's nothing to distribute because there's no plus or minus sign in the parentheses. That's just multiplication. 18 times 7 is 126. Alright, so now we're just back to, we're going to combine like terms. I'm going to go ahead and draw my line here, though I think I'm going to run out of room and I may have to erase and go back up some. Alright, so let's combine like terms. We got 144a minus 32a, which is 112a. We have a negative 432 minus 128, which is negative 560, equals the 126. Alright, now it's more like example 1. I want to get that a by itself. It's connected to the 112, so let's get rid of the 560. It's negative 560, so we're going to add it. So let's bring down our 112a. Negative 560 plus 560 cancels, equals, when I add those two numbers together, I get 686. We're going to divide by that 112 to get a by itself. I'm going to write it over here on the side, so I end up with a equals 686 divided by 112 reduces to 49 over 8, or that's actually an exact decimal, which is 6.125. So you could give me either one of these two as the answer, or if it asks for it as a solution set, you would do your 49 over 8, or you could do your 6.125. Either one of those would work.